What's going on, everybody? I'm Thomas and welcome to Virginia Outdoors Unlimited. It is the beginning of June and I'm out here yet again at Millet Pond because I wanted to do another kind of monthly update, show y'all the trail camera videos if I got anything interesting, kind of check on the wood duck boxes, just take a look at what the pond looked like. But also I wanted to come out here because this is actually going to be the last time I'm able to come out here for about the next 2.5 months. I'll touch more on that towards the end of the video, but I kind of wanted to come out here and get a look at everything so I can change my management plan for the rest of the season, because I don't think I'm going to be able to do the rice like I was hoping to do out here. So first things first, I'm just going to go ahead and check the wood duck boxes and pull these trail camera cards, get that knocked out real quick. I think there's probably nothing in the wood duck boxes, but I'd like to still check them. And then we'll go around the pond real quick, check some natural vegetation, and then I will fill y'all in on what the rest of my summer plans are going to be looking like, because I got a pretty big update. So y'all stay tuned and hopefully I'll have some interesting stuff to show y'all. I want to show y'all real quick the Smartweed over here, because most of the Smartweed around the pond is doing very well. There's a bunch of Smartweed growing right along the dam and it looks really good. I mean, tall patches of Smartweed. But the Smartweed right in here has just got absolutely decimated by some sort of bugs. I mean, I'll come in kind of close here, but I mean, these leaves are just ate up and the plants are brown and just not looking very good right here. So it's only this little patch that I can see so far. I'm gonna go check, you know, the other end of the pond, obviously, but definitely a little bit concerning right here. But I'm glad to see the other Smartweed is doing well. And then the other thing I wanted to show y'all real quick is that the lily pads are back. I was thinking about doing an early drawdown to try and alleviate the problem with them, because, you know, if you have them come up and then you try and do a drawdown and plant something, it makes it a little bit tough. But I decided not to do that, and they are back this year. And actually, I don't think I'm gonna do anything to try and contain them, because, you know, I'm just kind of interested to see if I can work around them again. I do like having them on the pond. The birds seem to like them. The only issue is that it just kind of makes it tough to plant stuff. But yep, that's pretty much what I wanted to show you on this end. I'm gonna get this trail camera all loaded up and then I'll head over around to the other end of the pond. I'm over here at the second wood duck box now, pulling the footage from this trail camera now. I want to show you all a couple other things over here, kind of the same story as the other side. I got a nice Smartweed stand right in here that has got absolutely ate up by these bugs as well. You can see a lot of brown foliage in there, so I'd be really interested if anybody knows what type of bugs this might be and if there's any way to control them. That might be something I'd look into for either later this season or next season, depending on how bad this problem is. And then the other thing I wanted to show y'all right here is this, which actually I find super interesting. If y'all remember from last year's project, this is the point here where we ripped up all the lily pad roots. We probably spent, I don't know, a solid 2.5–3 hours ripping them up. And as you can see, they did not come back this year. All along the edge here where we didn't really pull them up because they were in the water, they've come back yet again this year. But definitely pretty interesting here. You know, it kind of shows if you rip up the roots, they're not going to come back as strong. Now, I'll be interested to see if they spread as the season goes on. But definitely pretty cool there. But besides just taking a look at the Smartweed over here, which this looks pretty good, and my blind looks, you know, pretty good. It definitely needs to have the brush taken off of it, but I don't think I'm gonna have time for that yet again today. Not too much really to do out here. Nothing looks too out of the ordinary. Those two geese did get up and book it out of the pond, so I'm guessing they didn't have any gosling, or I'm pretty certain they didn't have any goslings with them. And actually, let's go ahead and check this wood duck box right now. Well, my camera wouldn't fit in there, so I had to use my phone, but there actually is something nesting in there. I'm not sure what it was. It's some sort of small bird, but there are little baby birds in there, so that's pretty interesting. I'm going to get out of here and let whatever that thing's mom is get back and take care of her babies. But that's about pretty much all I got to show y'all today. Kind of a pretty routine checkup at the Millet Pond. I'm going to go back home and do this channel update and kind of fill y'all in on what my management plan is going to be for this place for the rest of the year. But pretty encouraging to see at least something's using the boxes, and pretty interesting to kind of just see what all the natural vegetation is looking like. So hope y'all enjoyed this quick visit out here. Time for the channel update now. I'm going to keep this real quick because I want to add some more thoughts about the Millet Pond and, like I said, talk about my management plan. But basically, I took a job up here in Minnesota, northwest Minnesota, for the rest of the summer. I am going to be doing kind of a summer internship gig for DRC Call Company that's run by Corey Loeffler. So made the drive up, Wednesday. It's Saturday now. So had my first day of work yesterday. Really enjoyed it. It's going to be an awesome experience up here, I think. And yeah, if anybody wants to get together, do some fishing up here, I'm planning on trying to get over to North Dakota for the early goose season opener there on August 15th. So if anybody's up in this area and wants to reach out, shoot me an email, shoot me an Instagram message. I would definitely like to meet up with some new people and make some new friends. But in terms of the Millet Pond update, I got to review the trail cam footage, and gosh, I am really excited now. First off, I guess the biggest thing is that we had the pair of geese that had nested on the pond, and unfortunately it looked like they had 4 goslings. It looks like they lost their goslings. I don't know what happened, but sometime throughout May another pair showed up on the pond, and them and that previous pair started just fighting like every day for 5 days straight. And once that had stopped, this other pair kind of took over the pond, and I just, was watching the trail cam videos, and I start to see something kind of shiny on a leg. I can see it kind of below the water line. And sure enough, a couple videos later, there it is. One of these birds is banded. So there is a banded goose now hanging out on the Millet Pond. Also, there was a wood duck hen. There was quite a few wood ducks hanging out on the pond, and there was a wood duck hen who had 2 ducklings that I saw on camera at one point. The next day, unfortunately, she only had 1 duckling, and then after that, I didn't see any ducklings. So I'm hoping at least that 1 duckling made it through. But that's kind of the coolest things. At the end of the video, I'm going to include a bunch of other trail cam clips. I got a bunch of deer on there, all sorts of wildlife, got waterfowl fighting, I got just a bunch of different cool stuff. So I'll put all those probably 2 or 3 minutes worth at the end of the video. But in terms of my management plan, because I'm not going to be getting back to Virginia until August, I'm just not going to have enough time to plant rice. So I have kind of really one main idea right now. I think I'm going to do millet again. I think I'm going to try golden millet this year, so try a different type of millet. But if I had known about that I was going to be coming up to Minnesota earlier, my plan would have been to draw down the pond in April or May and let just all the natural vegetation come up, because I really wanted to see if I had, a full growth cycle of moist soil vegetation, what sort of habitat I'd get. So that might be the plan for next year, but I think this year pretty much the only thing I'm going to have enough time for is to get millet in the ground. So I'll probably be getting back to Virginia sometime around August 20th, I'm thinking, and then I'll get cracking on that. And I got a couple other spots where I'm planning on doing some habitat management this late summer and fall. So hope everybody enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about anything I said, drop in the comments down below and I'll make sure to get back to you. And if you guys aren't already subscribed to the channel and you guys enjoy waterfowl habitat management, I'd really appreciate if you click that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Hope everybody out there is staying safe. God bless, and thanks for watching.